Once again, good morning everyone. This is Teacher Joker from Wachukacher School. I am the homeroom teacher of grade 5/1. Okay class, our subject for today is math and our topic for today is about writing fractions in decimals. So we will be doing an activity on your workbook about writing fractions in decimals. So ready? Okay, without further ado, I hope everybody's ready. So we're now going to start our lesson. Okay, so let's start. So we have here a fraction. We have the fraction, we have the decimal written in this decimal, and representation on a hundreds grid, or we have here the diagram. Okay, so we have here a fraction 7 over 100. In fraction, we're going to write that as 0.7. Okay, but since if we are going to represent that one using grid or diagram, 7 will be the number of shaded part. So we have here, let's count, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So that is the numerator 7, and the total number of all boxes, if you're going to count from here, or in this one is 10 already, and we have 10 columns, therefore we got 100 boxes all in all. Okay, so total in all is 100, therefore 7 over 100. And if we are going to write that one in decimal, it's 0.7. Okay, we have 0 as a placeholder, because if we're going to say 0.7 without 0, that is in the tens place, it's not in the hundreds place. Okay, so we need to put 0 as a placeholder, so 0.7. Okay, so next is we have 27 over 100. So again, if we're going to write that one in decimal, since it's in hundreds, in decimal that is 0.27. So if we're going to compare in the diagram, count the number of shaded boxes over here. So this is 27 all in all. Okay, it's 27. And how many boxes altogether? There are 100 boxes. The shaded part is 27. That is our numerator. And our denominator, which is 100, that's the number of all boxes. Understand? Okay, next is we have 20 over 100. If we're going to write that one in decimal, it's 0.20. Okay, so 20 represents this shaded boxes, and the place value of 20, which is hundreds, that is the number of all boxes in this diagram. Okay, which is 100. Understood? So let's have another example. We have here 3 over 10. Okay, why 3 over 10? 3 represents the number of shaded columns over here, which is 1, 2, and 3. That's where we got 3. And then how many columns? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Therefore, our denominator is 10. So, in fraction, that is 3 over 10. Okay? 3/10, or we can say 3/10. And if we're going to write that one in decimals, it's 0.3. Okay, or 0.3. Another is we have here 47 over 100. So 47, or the numerator, represents the number of shaded boxes. This one, it represents this colored one. And 100, which is the new denominator, I should say, is the number of boxes there. Okay, so 100 is the number of boxes, and 47 the number of shaded boxes, or the boxes that has color. Understood? Or we can read it as 47 hundreds, or 47 over 100, or 47 hundreds. That's the same. And in decimal, if we're going to write that one, it's 0.47. Okay, one way to check if your answer is correct is the decimal, the last digit must be in hundreds place. Okay, since the denominator is 100, then the last digit must be hundreds, or in hundreds place. So if the denominator is 10, or in tens, then the last digit must be in tens place. Another example is we have here 0.01, or 0.1 and 0.1. Okay, so let's differentiate. What is the difference between this? Okay, so if you see this one, there's only one shaded box over there, and the number of boxes that we have is 100. So if we're going to write this one in fraction, it's 1 over 100. Okay, and this one, since we have only one column shaded, meaning it's 1 over 10, or 100. It's 10 because we how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it doesn't have 0 over there, meaning it's in the tens place. So if it's like this, meaning 0.1 is in the tens place, 0.01 is in the hundreds place. Okay, so you need to learn what is the tens, what is hundreds place. And last example that I will be showing you is we have here 3 tenths. Okay, so it is to read as 3 tenths, or 3 over 10. Okay, 3 is the shaded number of shaded columns over there, and 10 is the number of all columns. So since we have 1, 2, 3, that is the numerator. And let's continue, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That is our denominator. 3 is the number of shaded part, and 10 is the number of columns. Another is we have 30 hundreds, or 30 over 100. So the number of shaded boxes here is 30. And all in all, this is 100 box, or 100 boxes, I should say. So it's 30 over 100. If we are going to write this one in decimal, that is 0.30. Okay, and if we're going to write 3 tenths in decimal, it's 0.3. Understand? So 3 is in the tens place, 30 is in the hundreds place. So that's all about the examples on how to write the fraction in decimals and write the diagram in fraction. So the next one you're going to do is to do your activity on page 34. So class, this is your activity on page 44. Write a decimal in a fraction that represent the shaded parts in each diagram. So for example, let's do the first one over there. We have, how many columns we have here in number 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns, right? So in fraction first, let's write in fraction 10. columns or 10 boxes. And then how many shaded boxes? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be our numerator. Therefore, it's 4 over 10. And if we're going to write that one in decimal, it's 0.4. Okay, so you see, 4 is in the tens place. So in fraction, it's 4 tenths or 4 over 10. So now you proceed in the next activities. Over here we have 2, 3, 4, and then let's number that one as 5. So you continue answering 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, write in decimal and then write it in a fraction. So I hope everything is clear. So after answering, kindly take a photo and then send your work at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, class? So that ends our activity. And also, I will be sending you another video to support our lesson for today. So kindly watch that one also. So thank you again and see you again later on for our English.